Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Insert Podcast name here. My name is Tiny Meat, and this is.
Chorizo.
And we just finished watching Final Destination 2. Yeah. What did you think about this one? Like, what would you rank it in?
Honestly,
scale of 1 to 5.
I would honestly say that the death scenes were definitely like gruesome.
Yeah.
I think they were better than the first one,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, they were. Sure. What would you rank out of 5?
Out of 5, we're doing 5. What can we just do? 10? 5.
10, yeah.
No, 5 is fine. Compared to the other movie, what did I give the other movie?
Gave it a 3.5
So that's
out
like,
of 5.
oh fuck. So I guess this one gets like a 3.7.
A 3.7? What? Was it just a little bit
because it was
better?
better than the first one. So I guess maybe I'll go with a 4.
A 4? Wow, dude.
Only because of the death scene.
You know, it's like an 80
they scared
out of
me.
100.
Like the elevator scene, I'm like,
Yeah, shit was fucked up.
that could happen. What else?
How about the way that Clear and Kat went back into the room all bloody and shit after Nora died?
Oh yeah, in the elevator. Yeah, that was.
Fuck, dude.
It was fucked up, but it was funny. Honestly, they're just like, where?
Fuck.
Okay.
I would give it like probably like a 9 out of 10.
We're doing 5.
We're doing
bro.
5?
What the fuck?
I'd probably give it.
Well, no,
like
I guess you said we can do 5 or 10. So I guess you choose. I went out of 5, so I gave it a 4.
Okay, cool. I give it a fucking 9 out of 10, dog.
You see, we're pretty close. You gave it a 4. You gave it a 9. I gave it a 4. 1 point away.
For me, it seemed like way more comical. Like
It was
more
right. A little
funnier.
bit more, yeah.
Yeah, Def was like sneaking in the background the whole time. Like, oh, let's get this guy.
And I don't know, but somehow Clear made it funny for me. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Cause she had no personality.
Yeah, she was just like, okay.
All right, so if we were gonna speed run to death, right?
So
want?
nice first.
I'll go first. Or do you
Yeah.
want me to? I'll go first. All right. So the movie starts with like this girl named Kimberly, and she's like, "We're going on a road trip," and then she like takes all her friends to this road trip, and she has a premonition. No. First, she has a premonition about how like there's gonna be a car accident and it's gonna just kill a bunch of people and herself. So she decides that she's gonna block the road, and then like at least 9 vehicles are like stuck behind you. And she's like, "Oh, everyone's gonna die. There's gonna be a car crash." And it ends up happening that it's true.
So basically, just like the first one.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I'm so confused as to why it's true. What the fuck? Yeah, so it happens, right? And then a truck is about to, like, kill her and her friends, and she's, like, standing outside the car of an SUV. And the police officer saves her from dying, and just, like, all her fucking friends die. That shit was shocking to
me. Yeah.
I was like,
they
what?
They were gone in an instant.
But wasn't like the explosion like a little exaggerated to you? Like there was just so much fire.
Yeah, that that whole scene was pretty like.
It was intense.
Yeah.
Over the top.
It was just like a lot of like fire everywhere, and I'm like, okay.
Fucking, oh man, I don't want to spoil this one. But anyways, right? So then they all get rounded up by the police, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are so lucky, they survived." And then they all go home, and then all of a sudden, Kimberly starts to think maybe it's gonna keep happening. We're all gonna die, and so.
And that's only because someone told her about.
Eugene was like fucking around with all of them. He was like, "Oh, there's these people from the plane crash that survived, and they all start dying one by one."
Yeah.
And he scares them all just by saying that. And she ends up being like, "Yo, it's gonna happen." And what ends up happening is that Evan ends up dying. Yeah, he dies because like he was cooking something on the stove, and then the stove caught on fire, and then his whole apartment caught on fire.
Yeah, but that's only because he got his hand stuck in the fucking in the kitchen drain.
Oh.
Because of he had just got a watch, and I think he put his hand in there, and then the watch was a little bit loose, so he wouldn't let his hand come out.
Are you kidding me, dog?
Yeah,
That's
you
funny
missed
as
that?
hell. Apparently it did. Yeah. Yeah. So what happens after that? So he jumps out the window, and safely goes down the stairs, the fire stairs, fire steps, the fire exit, the fire. And he slips on spaghetti that he threw out the window 30 seconds before, and the stairs fall. The escalator. No, is it an escalator? The ladder, right? The ladder that attaches to the fire stairs. Bro, I gotta figure out what these stairs are. Alright, so it's a fire escape ladder. Yeah, that's what falls on his face.
His eye too
Because
were exact.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Goes right through his eye.
Oh, it's just nasty. All right. Then what happens?
Bro, what happens, bro? Bro, what happens next?
So it's a dentist appointment.
Oh, it is a dentist appointment?
Yeah.
I know. I remember the deaths, but I don't know what order they're in. Alright, so then the second death is at a dentist appointment. So this kid, Tim, he has a dentist appointment, and pretty much the dentist was interrupted trying to give him a sedative.
No, yeah, sedative, and then he was like drilling in his teeth, probably taking out a cavity.
Probably.
But these
anyway,
pigeons kept hitting the wall.
Yeah, the pigeons kept hitting the wall, and he was getting distracted. Oh yeah, the window. He was getting distracted. So he was like, "I'll just give you some laughing gas." All right, and so he puts the mask on Tim, and then he hears a bird flying actually through the glass into the office.
Yeah, that's
through the
crazy.
glass into the office.
This was crazy.
And he runs out, and he leaves Tim unattended. And then
a fucking rubber clownfish falls on his
because
mouth.
there's like a hanging.
A hanging like sea creatures?
Yeah.
The fucking...
And one of them falls into his mouth.
And he begins to suffocate.
Yeah, he begins to suffocate. And then the nurse comes in and saves his life.
I think she's a dentist assistant. But yeah,
Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
or she could just be a dentist too. Though.
Oh well, then another dentist or assistant comes in and saves his life. But then on the way, I think after they get out of the dentist, they see Kimberly and that cop.
And
Officer
Bird.
Officer Bird, and then they yell, "The pigeons! Ah!"
Yeah,
and there were some pigeons.
Oh,
around.
the fucking kid.
Yeah, there were some pigeons around, and then Tim ran to scare them, and then bam, he gets crushed by some glass panel, big ass glass panel.
Big ass kind.
And I was like, dude, that is insane. The way they made it look, like he literally went like.
Yeah, he's like a pancake, dude. A fucking pancake. And then obviously, his mom is like in such pain because she just like watched her kid die and shit. And all the while, Kimberly's doing this other shit, and she's like recruited Clear to join her squad to like help them evade Death's plan because apparently now they made a canon, which was already canon in the first movie, that if you skip Death's design, Death's gonna come back and like fucking murder you. And so they're hoping that Clear can help them and shit. And so they end up calling every single person that didn't die and
that
survived the car accident. And they're all in this room, and she's telling them, "Yo, we gotta like stay together, and like
protect each other much.
From like death.
Yeah.
And anything can happen at any moment, and you just gotta look at all the signs and shit." And she just Nora's like, well, my fucking what do you call it?
Son?
My husband died a year ago, and now my son died, and she's like, I got nothing to live for. So she's like, I'm leaving.
I gotta go plan a funeral.
Yeah, this is really important. So she goes out, and then Eugene follows her because he's like, you know what? Yeah, my life, I control my life.
Yeah, pretty much. That's literally what he said.
And he goes outside, but then
before he goes outside, they give him like a phone
to give to Nora because they could probably save her, while Eugene is opting out of all of it. He's like, I'm out. And he catches her in the elevator, gives her the phone, and they ride down the elevator with a guy with a bunch of hooks and shit. An old man with a bunch of hooks and a crate.
It was like hands, like mannequin hands.
Mannequin hands.
But
or
one of them.
Wouldn't they also be hooks because they put them on people who lost arms and shit?
Maybe.
I've seen that.
Maybe.
Let me think here. Just as that's happening, Rory has a vision in the closet about how
no, it's not a vision. So it's like a shadow object like on top of the closet.
An image appears before him, made out of all the shit that just tried to kill him in the closet, climbing gear. And he's like, oh, it's a man with hooks. And so they call Nora's cell phone, and they're like, it's a man with hooks, he's gonna kill you. And then she's like, what the fuck? And she freaks out, and her fucking ponytail gets caught in the man with hooks' hands. The mannequin hands. The mannequin hooks.
And
she freaks out, and Eugene's trying to help her. The man with the hooks in the crates tries to help her, and she like runs out, and the elevator door closes because of course it is gonna fucking close.
Of course.
And then like she just gets fucking lifted up in the air. And then fucking Clear gets there in the nick of time, and then Cat's like, what's up? Oh my god, someone's gonna die. And they try to help Nora, pushing her up so she like fucking doesn't die, but she died, dog.
Yeah, she got decapitated.
Decapitated. She got unalive.
She got.
No, that's the proper term. Unalive.
She got.
Her top came up. Nah.
She despawned.
Respawn, yeah. We're still waiting for her to respawn to this day.
Yeah.
To this day. Alright. Yeah, so yeah. Nora dies, and the next person. Okay, cool. So the next one is. This is the hardest one because it's where all the commotion is. The car crashes, and then I'll handle this one. Do you think you got it?
Which one? Cat? Who's Cat? I don't know.
Chicken cigarette? Alright, I'll
wait,
tell you what happens.
Oh, wait. Oh, the nerd one. The sexy office worker.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean...
That's literally who she is.
Yeah. I don't know what she got.
Alright, so I'll explain it. So, right. Clear has a premonition, and she's like, oh my god, there's this lady, the only way to defeat death is if new life is born.
Yes.
and she thinks that the chick who also got
I
stopped,
forgot her name.
Isabella.
Oh, Isabella. Giving birth was gonna just make everything okay.
Yeah, it sounds that adds up in the math.
Oh, so then she has a I guess I
Oh,
call it
no.
a vision
No,
of someone driving a truck or a van into the lake, and she thinks that it's Isabella.
Yeah.
So then
Isabella's finally detained, and they tell Officer Berg, "Yo, we got Isabella." Come, and he goes, "Yo, we gotta go see her to make sure she has a baby." And so they take everybody, and they all start driving down
again.
another fucking road trip, down to Isabella. And just as that's happening, Isabella starts to give birth.
Yeah, her water broke.
Her water breaks, and she's like, "Yo, get me out of here!" So she ends up driving a white van to the hospital. And just as all this is happening,
they get a flat tire.
They get something happens, and like a tree goes through the truck, and
well, that's because their tire exploded, and so they couldn't control the car.
Oh yeah.
And that's how they crashed.
Okay, yo, we just saw this movie.
Yeah.
So, the fuck
yeah.
happens?
So that's how they crash. They crash into a farm.
Yo, doesn't Eugene like fly out the vehicle?
No, he doesn't fly out, but he's stabbed with like something in the back.
Something hits him in the back.
Yeah, and then
that take him to the hospital, right?
Yeah, but then a tree is like across cat's like
legs.
She can't get out. Yeah, went to the car, but Eugene got stabbed with like some kind of like what's those things they use for like drain
pipes? It's a PVC pipe. So what happens to Eugene?
Oh.
Because like it's a PVC pipe gets lodged in the back of
because the
car seat.
Yeah, and then goes through Eugene somehow.
It goes through Eugene somehow. Really?
He got stabbed.
Wow. All right. Cool.
And then they rush him to the hospital. So bam.
And then the firefighters get there. No wait.
Yeah, the rescue.
But also a news van.
Oh yeah, news van to cover the accident. And Rory, we see that.
He saved this kid named Brian.
Yeah, he saved that kid named Brian. He's like,
from
get out
dying.
the way, begging him.
And just as they're getting Kat out of the car with the jaws of life, they break it and like they cause the air to go, the air balloon, airbag to explode, and it like jerks her head back and her head goes through the fucking.
She gets stabbed
Stabbed by the PVC pipe. Oh
wait, I don't think we said stabbed.
Good for shit.
She gets stabbed.
And just as like, cause she was smoking, her hand releases her cigarette, and the wind takes it, and it falls into this oil that's attached to the news truck, and the news truck explodes, and for some reason, it like makes this wire fence fly into the air. And like, it goes through Rory like a couple times.
Literally goes through. It cuts like.
I was like, yo, wait a minute.
Into 3 pieces.
Listen, I'm thinking, and I literally gave this movie a 9 out of 10, right? And that was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it
really was.
I think I'm.
But it was like barbed wire, no?
It was barbed wire. The thing, no, like it doesn't make any fucking. It would have just attached itself around him, and that's it. It would have hurt a little, but like not a lot.
It was like on the posts.
I mean, yeah,
so it got tossed.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt that much. But anyways, right?
I mean, I guess it wouldn't really go through you. You're right.
I gave this movie a 9 out of 10. I think my rating is the opposite of what you think is good.
You gave it a 9.
I give it a 9 as in I gave it a 1. This is what I'm saying. If you reverse the scale, really I'm giving this. But either way,
yeah, okay.
Either way, like, it's fucking terrible. Like, this was fucking ass and funny. I like it because it was funny.
It was pretty funny.
So Rory fucking dies right after Kat, and then they get to the hospital.
Yeah, they run in, and they ask for, "Where's Isabella?" And then they hear the loudspeaker call for doctor something, and they see her go to the elevator, so they take the stairs, and they're able to find Isabella's delivery room or operating room, whatever.
Yeah.
And the baby's born.
The baby's born, yeah. And then somehow.
Oh wait, but before that, they show Eugene like dealing with like some trouble in his
he's about to die too.
Like he's about to die. He's like on the verge of dying, and so yeah. Once they find Isabella's room, they go in, and she has some complications, but after all, she came through, and she delivered what she had to.
A baby.
A baby.
Yeah, a fucking baby. What happened after that?
And so they think that the death list is over. They start celebrating, but then, oh no, yeah, they celebrate and they go.
And then she gets another vision.
No, wait, that's before it, because then, as she's having the baby, Clear goes. No, after she had the baby and they think that the death list is broken, Clear goes into Eugene's room, and as soon as she opens the door, it blows up, and they both die.
Yep, Eugene and Clear die at the same time. But why though? So after the baby's born, right? She gets a premonition, Kimberly. It's like a flashback. She's like,
that
Isabella was never part of the car crash.
Yeah, she was never meant to die. You're right.
So she realizes it's not over. She runs after Clear, who's gonna check on Eugene, and they both die, and they watch both of them die.
Yeah, that's bad.
And then it's like, yo, the fuck.
That's crazy.
So Kimberly's like, somehow I gotta die to like make.
Well, no, she's like, she looks at her hands, and after the explosion, she had like blood
on her hands,
and she realized that those were the hands that were driving the van. So then she's like, the only way to fix it, I have to die. And so she takes the ambulance that's right outside, and she drives with it to the lake, lake.
Yeah.
And yeah.
She dies, but Officer Berg gets her out of the vehicle, and apparently she died for 1 minute.
But they were able to bring her back.
They brought her back, which is the reason why this broke. Because she was born into the world again. I mean,
was it really broken though?
Well, no, because then they explain it that Rory had saved Brian from the news van, and Brian's cooking like hot dogs or whatever.
Yeah, they're barbecuing.
He's barbecuing, thanks for that. And it explodes and he fucking dies. Brian dies. And it happens in front of Kimberly and Officer Berg.
And his parents.
And then that's when it was like the funniest shit in the world, because like the movie just like it was like winking at you like, it's happening again. I was like, what the fuck?
Like it's never over.
It's never gonna be over. To be continued or not.
I mean, and it is continued.
It's gonna be a fucking 3 or 4.
And a 6th one or 5th one is coming.
5th or 6th?
Well, Final Destination 5 is the last one. And I think there's one supposed to be released this year.
Like you guys always know, my favorite time of the day is when I'm at work is break time, and it's always mandatory, so we can take our break right now. Alright, so when did you say the St. Matthias is going to be over?
What?
You said it was going to like last for 2 weeks.
Cool.
The St. Matthias guy?
I'm talking about the, over here.
Yeah, no, it's the one. It's not the one.
It's not called the St. Matthias.
What the fuck is it? It's just called the
It's
fair?
the festival, the Jersey
Festival of Flowers.
Youth Festival of New Jersey or something.
Oh,
like that.
wow. That's beautiful.
Oh,
So
it's over like July.
July, like, yeah, I know. But,
Like the 14th or something like that.
do you know what's really cool? It's fucking Friday. and I'm not going to work on Monday or Tuesday
You're not? Why
or
not?
Wednesday.
Why?
I'm going back on Thursday and then not on Friday and not on Monday
Why?
because the company's closing for like July 30th to July 5th.
July 30th or
July 30th and July. Wait. June 30th.
June 30th?
June 30th and July 5th. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Took me a second. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, except I get. It's my vacation. That's why I'm taking off.
Well, how is it your vacation in the closing?
It's closing, but I planned it so that my vacation would coincide with the closing of the company.
Oh, so there's. Oh, you're saying you're going on a vacation?
Yeah, a week before it closes, so that I get like a more days. I'm a mad genius.
So you're taking days off before?
Yeah.
So why do you have to go in the one day?
Oh, right. Just check to see if everything's in flames or not. Just to be like, just walk into the hell that it is. Just be like, oh, it's okay. I'm out.
Well, that's good for you.
Yeah. It's gonna be fucking great. That's why I'm asking you. Like, when is it closing?
July something. July 14th or 12th.
And it just doesn't seem like. It just doesn't seem. Just doesn't seem. How the fuck does this shit work? It doesn't seem like it's gonna be there for like 3 whole weeks.
There it is. You scroll up. Bro!
It's like I haven't used fucking.
No. What the fuck?
I haven't used iPhones in forever now.
Dude.
Oh, we did it again. We're supposed to do the.
Oh, we didn't do the time. Sorry, it's more like a half-hour lunch. That feels more like a 15-minute break.
It's gotta be a 15-minute break. I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, maybe till July 4th. My bad. But it started like at the beginning
That means
of June.
this whole week it's gonna be still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they go hard.
Yeah, they made it longer this time,
It
no?
must be really hard to be a person that works there.
I mean,
They
yeah,
really
I
did,
mean,
yo. They made the longest one. I feel like they had to.
and they're gonna have a light show on the 25th tomorrow.
Oh, what the fuck? Man? I'm not gonna go, man. Alright, so there's a secret compartment right there, right? That's funny. Oh,
Where?
right over there. In there. Onions, right, and Cheetos. Hot Cheetos. So good.
No, I don't know, but I mean the hot Cheetos are good, but the puff hot Cheetos are better, in my opinion.
Oh, you might be right.
Oh, you ever had the puff hot Cheetos? We're doing a mukbang right
Oh, yeah. What?
now. So make some more.
You're hilarious.
I like the hot funnies better, actually. So. You ever had the hot funnies?
What kind of funniness? What do you
Those
mean?
funnies, the hot funnies.
No.
Damn, you're missing out on everything, bro.
100.
Outside flaming hot.
Never. Nope. That sounds cool as fuck.
It's just like, it's pretty good.
You know, next time for our mandatory break, probably like play the game or
I'm terrible at video games.
you. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do next, buddy.
I'm on a break.
Sign in.
I'm not listening to anything.
Can we really sign in so I can prep the next segment?
I'm on break, bro.
You're right, you are. You deserve this break too, dog.
Yeah.
This break is all yours, dog. Fuck, take a beat, like take a walk around town or something.
It's too hard. Did I think at the munchies, man?
Alright, this time you're gonna put the pen, right? Alright. And I'm gonna guess. Alright?
You chose all the easy ones, huh?
Huh?
You choosing all the easy ones for you, huh?
No, you get to choose which one you're gonna present. Just make sure after you choose it, screenshot it so that I can put in the video later. Just don't, we can't do it now because we're on break.
Because I got a prep.
But you're on break though.
Yeah, but
Dog,
I mean,
stop.
I just got prep.
Fuck this shit, yo. You need to tell that manager not to fuck around with you when you're on break, dog. It's your break. Don't use it for work. That's fucking stupid.
I've had worse.
The worst managers.
Yes.
There's an achievement in Star Wars Unleashed.
What is that? The, like, the free, like...
Video game.
Wait,
It's
was
where
it?
Star.
Oh,
Where,
I was fucking prepping. Damn.
it's where Star Killer is, right? Is introduced. He has this crazy ability to like just take the Force and make it go times 10. You never heard of it? I feel like you have heard of the Force Unleashed.
The game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Word, yeah. So
But I never played it.
oh yeah, it's intense. I heard number 2 is even better, but I'm not sure. I have never played it.
Did you hear they're making a remake of Resident Evil 4?
Again? Oh no! It's,
Oh no,
it's
it's
for
for the
first.
Xbox, right? For the Xbox.
I heard. I think I've seen the remake though.
The Xbox
I've
One.
seen someone stream it.
Or not a remake, but something. I heard
Like,
about it. Something. I don't know.
Because you could already play it on the Xbox, so you know.
I gotta look it up.
Right, so there's this achievement in the beginning of the game when you're playing as Darth Vader, and the achievement is worst shift as manager ever. Worst shift as
Oh, that's an
manager
achievement?
ever. Yeah, that's the name of the achievement. It's funny as hell.
Where's what?
Worst shift as
Oh,
manager.
worst shift. Worst shift. Something.
Yeah. And to do it, you gotta like kill like 20 stormtroopers or something as Darth Vader. Because they just get in the way.
How many do I have to do?
Just say it's supposed to be 9.
9.
Less than 9.
9.
Less than 9.
9.
Less than 9, please. You earned 2 points, right? That means I have a potential. If I get past 2, I win.
I didn't know it was a challenge or a competition.
That's why you got 2. No.
I didn't know it was a competition. I would have got them all right. What?
30 seconds, dog. We're going back to work. No!
Some of these are funny. Some are stupid.
You can't do any guns, alright?
I didn't do
Alright, cool. Alright, break's over.
And now back with Dall-E 2.
Alright, in this segment, you're going to show me some pictures, and I have to guess what the sentence is. Otherwise, I lose a point. And if I get it right, I gain a point.
Are you ready?
I am ready, Eddie.
Here's the first one.
So it's a Terminator in a wheelchair?
Oh my god, you got it right.
Is it really? Like,
Yeah.
Alright, I'll believe it. Okay, right. What the fuck? That was extreme. That's 1 point, bro. What's up?
Next one.
He's a pickle man. A man in a pickle?
Man having an existential crisis about too many pickles.
What the fuck? Alright, where are you at? -1. I'm at 0 again.
I mean,
That was way too much.
this one made me giggle. I'm not gonna lie.
Pigeon in the suit?
I mean,
In a tuxedo?
yeah, I give it to you.
I got one,
I give it to
baby.
you. I give it to you. Alright, this one really made me laugh.
King Jong-un getting slimed.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. At Kid Choice Award.
Oh, Choice Award. Well, that's tough. I like that. You're right. That shit is funny.
Yeah, give me that. No, this.
But now we're tired because I have 2.
I got 2 right? I don't remember.
Pineapple in an office?
Pineapple with an office job. You're close.
Wow. I wouldn't count that.
You wouldn't count that? If it was reversed, you wouldn't give me that point.
That shit was funny. Yeah, I would have probably given it to
So I
but
guess
that pineapple with an office job is funny.
this is pretty funny. Alright, this one. This one made me giggle too.
Meat cake?
Steak, but it's cake.
Ew! Actually, you know what? That'd be hella cool.
This one too.
Iron Chef Darth Vader? What's his name?
Darth Vader competing on the TV show Chopped.
Wow.
Should I give it to him?
Nah, this is a concept.
You guys decide if he gets the point. And that was the last one.
Oh, so that means I really don't know if I won or lost.
Yeah, you got 3 points, no?
Or 2.
You're 3. Yeah, you got 3.
Yeah, for the Dall-E segment. Alright, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And it's time to leave.
It's time to say our goodbyes.
Our so long.
Never ending.
Our aloha. That's a goodbye, right? Alohas.
It's aloha. Tell that aloha, man. Aloha.
Konnichiwa. That's goodbye too.
And then konnichiwa is hello, or something like that. Sayonara.
Sayonara. That's the one. Hasta la vista, baby. I gotta get that out.
So where you going?
Going home.
Hey, getting there.
I'm just gonna walk there, you know.
You wanna ride?
Oh yeah, yeah. Second.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
go.
I don't wanna walk there.